Yahweh, my sisters.
Yahweh.
We're at Deebing Creek here with Jenny and Cully Rose. And we're going down, we're sitting by the fire, having the leaves smoke us, and we're having our prayers early in the morning here, calling upon all our creator and ancestral spirits and spirits of the lands to stand with us in this time of crisis. And we all know what's going on. And so I wanted to come and ask Jenny, who's been occupying Deebing Creek, who's been involved in the second camp. We're up here at the first camp, which was occupied, and plans for housing have been demolished from this and the second camp. And Jenny was instrumental in the very second camp getting going, and we're having to fight for Binny's Road and trying to fight off corporate developers that we know was all illegal. And
the Freemasons.
And we did an inquiry into I wanted a parliamentary inquiry, and this was a battle that went on for a few years, but it's still going. And we want our creek back. There's nothing signifying our existence in our country really, except us getting out here with tents and tarps and our fire pits,
Making do with what we got,
and occupying to say that we still exist in our country, eh, sisters? Sovereign sisters.
We're here, and we're not going anywhere. We're going nowhere.
Yes.
To stay. We are here to stay.
And so what do you think, I just wanted to ask you, because you've been doing sovereignty for a while now, and we just got, I've went over to Alice, and we did this agreement with this, not even a political party, it's really a lobby group called the Great Australian Party. And Rod Culloden, who headed that, went over and proved in England that Australia has no queen.
Well, there you go.
And there's no palace in Australia.
There never was.
So it never was. So what do you think about that as the real original and sovereign woman of these lands, as a Yagara woman?
It very clear and transparent to me that we are we are the sovereign citizens of this country. And there is no queen that reigns over us, or no government law. We don't abide by the Queen's law. If there's no Queen of Australia, then as far as I'm concerned, the laws of the Queen's government don't exist.
Exactly. So what would be your message?
No deal.
So even because we share these lands with the wider public, and there are many nationalities, and a lot of them came as refugees from World War I, World War II, Vietnam War, and now we've got refugees today from wars overseas.
A lot of them came here.
And so, sis, with the wider public that we do share our lands with, and the hidden histories are coming more alive, so that people are more aware of our plight and everything now, that people have been lobbying and raising awareness and actions like what yourself is doing. But what about the rest of Australia? What kind of a message would you want to give to the rest of Australia?
Well, if that's in this case,
if they're operating fraudulently, what would you want to tell them?
Well, I'd like the remainder of the Australians, refugees, citizens, no matter what nationality, I'd like them to know that there is no law, and basically that the laws that apply here are the laws of God, our Creator. End of story. There is no government here that reigns over us. Everything the government is doing to us is a scare tactic. It's manipulative. They are trying to scare the people into fearmonger.
Submission, yeah.
They're scaring people with these lockdowns, making this vaccination mandatory. And then, of course, after you have the vaccination, they fail to tell you that you've got to continually have booster shots for the rest of your life.
Yes.
And not only that,
no consultation with the public?
No consultation. And not only that, you've got your passport. You're going to have your vaccination passport, where you won't be allowed to go to the shops unless you have your passport. You won't be able to purchase food, petrol, your basic household needs. You won't be able to send your children to school, which is a good thing. I believe more children should be homeschooled.
Yes.
And not sent to schools, not sent to public schools. Because they're only teaching them false documents anyway.
Doctrines, yes,
false
exactly.
Doctrines.
Yes.
The only doctrine people need to be aware of is the Bible. People need to pick up their Bibles and start reading their Bibles.
And learn about the land. The lands that they own
Yes.
They really do need to learn
And
the
they
lands
need
and have a look at natural law.
And
It's
they
all
need
there.
To learn, they need to come and talk to us. Speak to traditional owners. Speak to the people that were
So
here.
you do a few history talks out here, don't you?
Yes. Yes,
And you,
I have.
Yes, and you talk to school groups and stuff like that.
Yes, I did last year. I had a school group
Okay,
here.
Jenny, I promised I wasn't going to keep you that long, so I'll cut
But
that
anyway,
one.
thank you for your time, and it's been a pleasure.
Thank you, dolls. Love you.